everyone, and welcome back to Napoleon Total War with the Eras mod. Last time around we had the Battle of Olmütz. However, it ended sort of without a clear winner, as we were not really able to continue on and take the town, as there was a looming threat, so we ended up retreating and gaining reinforcements. Now, we could strike here, which I should do as soon as possible, because quite a few Austrian troops are actually slipping through, and seems like they could potentially be mounting an attack on my Silesian territories. We should strike back as soon as possible. However, I am actually more interested to see what we can do here, because here we could actually capture yet another victory region. We have supplied this area here with troops, so it's under order now, and I can march on. And I've already sent an agent over, so we can see what they've got. So they got close to a full stack inside the town, and then they've got the rest of that full stack outside for some reason. Not entirely sure why, but obviously we were going to be attacking the capital region, so we get this done in one fight, and we're going to bring in Kaufmann's army with all the named units. The thing that I'm worried about a little bit here is that we'll somehow trigger the French to go to war with us, as the border with the French now gets like, now we get like the proper border against France. While before we had, you know, not like a clear route. Now there is a bridge here, but there's no road. I don't know who built this bridge, but there's no road through this area. But once we capture this, we get like a proper road through here. Hopefully, the French are doing something else. They're not. But hopefully they're, you know, eating baguettes or whatever they do. So I don't have to worry about them. We are, I was just about to say we're not intercepted, but we are intercepted. Which is bullshit. I was hoping that what I should do actually is I probably have enough movement points so I could go around and attack it from an angle where we get this. Now, from there's two perspectives to this. The one is that there will be a trickle of troops reinforcing, and we don't get a grand battle, but also potentially that too many troops might escape at you know, almost full health, so I'll have to fight two battles, which obviously is a negative for me compared to if I sneak around. But I think we all want to see a big battle rather than wasting all that time on trying to... I didn't think that this little shit army would go ahead and draw into battle, especially since I have actually it's in favor of me slightly, not a lot, but a little bit, like 55% to 45 for the enemy. But I think that's the key. I'm gonna load the save again. I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna get this, so we get this in one battle rather than mucking around with an awful reinforcement battle, which no one wants to see. And there we go. Much better. We are still intercepted, so, you know, I didn't cheat that much in that I didn't get the, you know, city battle. There will be a second battle after this. Just because if I don't completely beat them, there's, you know, I'll still have to fight the area rather than, you know, fighting the area and then everything's gone. So in that sense, it has not like completely gone my way. But we get a proper battle here. So it's the main army now that's intercepting me as I come along the road. So we've got 4,000 men, and they're going to be reinforced by... Looks like it's only 609 men that's going to be reinforcing, which brings their force sort of ish close to 5,000. So I outnumber them almost by 2,000 men, in fact. So Württemberg does not have. They do have a. Oh, that's why they have so few troops. They're all like the Fusiliers. They're all like Fusiliers. Huh. Why have they no regular troops? They have like 3 of them. Right. Anyways, let's not linger here. It's hopefully going to be a pretty easy battle then. Probably jinxing myself. But here we go. Onwards to battle. My army is just about to get into position. As we can see, we have marched forward and we've come to the edge of this town, which the enemy army has put themselves right through down the middle, which is definitely gonna play into their favor, as they have a lot of skirmishers that could hide in among the houses. Looks like we might have our first fight here, as we've got enemy dragoons making their way forward. I'm gonna open up with my guard artillery here, which I imagine is looking to fire at the cavalry. Yes. And hopefully break them apart as they try to charge line infantry. Meanwhile, the howitzers are just about coming into position here. Sounds like we got some firing on this side as well. We've got the Crown Prince Dragoon Regiment making an attack on my flank, or my grenadiers here. We're going to form into a square. And I'm going to order the line here. Should probably try and find a way down the slopes here. Oh, there were 2 cavalry units. I'd missed that the light cavalry, the hussars, had made it in around the unit. What I'll do is I'll order up 1 grenadier that way, and I'll order up 1 grenadier that way, and then 2 up to the ridge. Have a few cavalry attacks going around. Looks like this square will hold. They didn't attack it nearly as forcefully as they would have had to done to break it. And now when the supporting lines are coming up, the enemy stands no chance whatsoever. Even though a full volley by the grenadiers killed like 1 hussar. And there now both units are breaking. Fortunately, I only have the dragoons. I'll order the dragoons out, see if we can catch those. Right, time to open up with the howitzers. I think they've found a target in the grenadier unit that's decided to march through town. Oh, I forgot to tell the dragoons to ride as quickly as they could. Ooh, that we actually got a really good hit on that one. Right in the middle of the unit. And took out more than 40 men, 43 men lost. Meanwhile, we've got 12-pounder shots bouncing in through the middle there, breaking up that. Rather than marching forward, I'm gonna hold the line and wait for the enemy's cavalry to close, and then I'll shoot them down. I've got the elites back here. I'm gonna order them to hold fire just in case here, and then let's make sure that the cavalry is not coming back, which is good. I should advance the dragoons all the way over here so they could actually take part in the fighting once that comes around. And should order around more of the cavalry to be able to join in here. The enemy is quite close to the edge of the map, and a lot of them could retreat. They've all like gathered here, which I'm not entirely sure why. They've got one unit of grenadiers holding up in town. Then the entirety of their army is out here. Kind of lucky for them that they've got cavalry units out here that now being targeted by my artillery, and the artillery isn't being able to fire on that. And I would have to move my howitzers quite a bit to be able to join in on the fire here. Almost looks like we did destroy a house there. Looks like something's missing. Right, let's go a little bit more forceful then into town with the grenadiers as we move forward here. And I think we can afford to fire the howitzers one more time before we'll have to relocate them, probably down here. See if there's a route for the infantry to march down, then the howitzers can follow that route. Oh, the 12-pounders are trying to fire into that. Hold the fire then, and we'll wait for the grenadiers and the howitzers to break them before we open up. Or actually I could pick target on my own, couldn't I? Or pick something in the center. I don't know why they haven't gone ahead and deployed their artillery. Even with that, even with the low numbers, they've still managed to inflict about 30 casualties on me. But it looks like they're about to give way. Very slow maneuvering here to the start. Ooh, another good hit right in the center, and they're gone. Right. Time to move that. I'm hearing something. It's cavalry that's turned around. The hussars have come again. I loaded 2 units back and formed them into square. And that should be enough, while the other 3 grenadiers will continue into town. We do now actually have a lot of light infantry that are within range for the howitzers. So I'll just go ahead and redeploy them all. So far we have not seen any sign of enemy reinforcements, but they are obviously not expected to come in until a much larger part of the enemy army has died. Did I even give you order to fire at will? Hold fire and then pick target at will. Howitzer shots going into here. Let's see, we dealt, yeah, the hussars have been dealt with. Let's try not to get too mixed up here. And then break 2 squares and have them join in the fight here as well. Dragoons up on the side. Howitzers doing really good work here in among the houses. Surprisingly accurate, given the very tight space they need to fire into among the houses here. Let's see if we can't hurry into position. Start firing on this. Meanwhile, more and more troops are moving forward, ready to fight the enemy. You guys can move into light formation. And then the heavy cavalry is going to sit somewhere behind, ready to storm forward. with the elites joining in, and then far right here on the flank with the hussars, which can actually hold here. This formation is so dense that I very much doubt that the enemy will break us, even though it is dragoons. You will hold fire, to be sure. They're very tired. They're only losing slightly according to this, but that will change, I think, rather quickly. Right, and then they quickly forced away. Both infantry units, or both grenadiers, will now move forward. These units right here is kind of split off from the rest, as the grenadiers now get through town here. Our dragoons should strike. So Forcum and the Queens will move around that way. And then 5th and Lindstrom will go at these two. And then I should probably get most of the units, try and get them out of town, because the entire enemy army has moved away. And then we got all the grenadiers. The grenadiers can then be ordered forward to a position like that. Oh yeah, I should probably order the howitzers to hold fire, as we now can only fire on units that are currently being taken out by my cavalry. And the 12-pounders continue to attack this area where the enemy guns are, which they have deployed them. Just facing the wrong way. I don't know, maybe the AI has a hard time dealing with the 40-stack armies, I don't know. Because I very much feel like we got much stiffer resistance in the beginning of the campaign comparing now. Right, we're gonna get the infantry through. Now they've started blasting us. And the howitzers will work their way down here, with a horse-drawn one hurrying really quickly. Lindstrom having a hard time chasing down these guys. I'm gonna need them for a flank pretty soon, so I'm gonna order them out here. Lindstrom also suffering quite heavy casualties on his cavalry. Maybe that's why. I'll order the grenadiers to chase them down instead. Since the enemy has so many lights, my lights should take forward positions here. I can even reach the artillery, so that's good. I think that's enough. We're gonna end up in pretty critical situation right here. Those guys, of course, having... you know what? I need the cavalry right now. For what I'm about to do. Because these lights have... they have 60 in accuracy. And that's going to be real nasty in a firefight. However, I very much think that my infantry, or my grenadiers, are a lot better when it comes to the melee fighting. One cavalry will strike already for the guns. We'll have one unit swinging around. Right, we'll have additional 2 grenadiers joining in the fight over here. You're probably shooting these guys in the back. It's kind of hard to see what's going on with all the smoke. I'll order all of these guys forward. Cavalry did strike here, but we've got another one of those Crown Prince Dragoons. Alright, get the cavalry out of there. The flank was cleared. I feel like I'm missing a grenadier. Don't I have 5? There's the 5th. Oh crap. Queens is under heavy fighting over there. Let's take a look at the front line. Looks okay. This line needs to come forward, and then the hussars need to move closer.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest.
Heavy cavalry should move forward and ready for an attack. Heavy fighting among the cavalry, where it's actually Forcum, which is taking a lot of losses here due to the Crown Prince Regiment. And then we got point blank fighting here with line infantry versus fusiliers.
Our men are running, sir.
I'll extend these lines to take over. But that unit was just forced away. Enemy general was killed. Actually, the cavalry held, and Fulcum's cavalry stands strong. Right, grenadiers forward. Surround the enemy over here. What are they doing over here? Crazy bastards. Going straight into the light infantry. Right, the heavy cavalry will go straight through. And I will order in the hussars now to attack on this side. And then the heavy cavalry breaks through the center. Infantry plus grenadiers moving up. Right, their army is about to get crushed.
Glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
Should get the... Okay, let's make sure that we're not firing anymore. It's high risk of friendly fire. Yeah, their army has completely collapsed at this point. With only like 2 units or something, a handful of units, not even that, still on the field. Right, make sure that that one doesn't get away. That one. And that one over there. Oh, is this reinforcements? Unfortunately, I'm going to have to order in the dragoons here, because otherwise they're going to be attacked anyways. If that's the reinforcements, I need to start moving troops that way.
Our men are running, sir.
That must have been Forcum's dragoons. They'd already suffered a lot, so I'm not surprised they had to give way there. We do have cuirassiers ready to join in. Now even more infantry coming through the woods. Alright, everyone more or less is on the move. And then the elites. Or was this a... where did this cavalry unit come from, really? My cavalry's so tired, so... oh yeah, it is the reinforcements. I'll order the Grenadiers to make line here as soon as possible. With additional units. Setting up the line. I want to retreat my cavalry as soon as possible here. And then we got an additional 4 units. We'll set up over there. And then these cavalry units ordered back. And these units ordered back as well. The line will hold. I will order the guard artillery to bombard the area right there. The howitzers are way out of line. They need to be moved up. And the first 2 cavalry units are just kind of riding into our fire. This one probably not going to hold on for very long, is it? Given that I can already see it faltering and it's very tired. It's getting fired on by this Grenadier. And then it's more of those Fusiliers. This one fared even worse as he was slowed down by the woods and then forced to retreat. I'll order the units forward to keep the pressure and get up until the point that we can support these other units. I will order the 2 Grenadiers that were lost quite a lot of men, and we'll just keep the 3 with about 200 men each. And then the 2 others will move to the back. Or actually they can move, create something over here. Right, let's put these a little bit closer together, giving these 2 a little bit of an area to fire from. I probably won't get all the howitzer, but the horse-drawn howitzer could definitely join and get at least 1 shot off. Oh, it didn't. These guys did not need a lot of convincing before they were forced to retreat. The thing about the reinforcement troops, I'm not too worried about them because they will retreat away from the town rather than into it. So I'm not too worried about chasing these guys down. The angle here is probably not that great though. Where these guys are just kind of being able to see over the hill to fire on us. They can pick 1 each. Let's see, where is my horse drawn? Did I forget to order you to hurry up? We can push extra troops in from this angle. And that will make sure that they are broken. I guess I can force the Grenadiers forward to get a better position here. To really be able to put the hurt on these guys. And so that I can finally win this battle. I feel like there were more units that were going to come in reinforcements. So far we've only seen 2 cavalry units. Right, the horse-drawn howitzers are here and ready to deploy. This one, I feel like so far I've only had like 1 infantry unit retreat, and then 4 comes cavalry, so that's 2 units. So it doesn't feel that bad in terms of casualties. They're kind of hiding on the backside of the hill there a little bit. There we go. We are victorious. And then in the final moments, we get the howitzers firing. And with that, I am victorious.
Glorious victory, sir, is soon.
Still lost 1,200 men from the battle. The enemy obviously fared worse, but I'm actually surprised that over 1,200 of them managed to get away. Now, hopefully, a lot of those 1,200 are comprised by these troops right here, so I won't have to fight them when I go for Stuttgart. It comes down to the cavalry and the grenadiers killing the most. I wonder if these two grenadiers were part in the bayonet attack, and that's why they got so many kills, or if it's from something else. And you can see kind of who ended up where on the list here. Wait, that's the this is a horse, or the horse-drawn artillery, or they're all horse-drawn, but this one has a large carriage. It only ever got 9 kills. It's the 10-pounder, and where's the other one? That's the 7-pounder, which is drawn by a regular, 93. And the other. They don't kill that many, but they do put the fear of God into my enemy. And the enemy force retreats. It's a total of 4 units. I'm able to strike. There's very few troops left. A lot of it is cannons. I'm just because auto-resolve is a little bit all over the place, I'm gonna auto-save just so that I don't lose any important units. And then let's go ahead and take this town. I ended up losing 446 men, so I don't know why I was worried. And we killed over 3,000 enemies. And here's who did what. For the auto-resolve, it's a lot of the infantry. In terms of the losses, it's one grenadier unit that end up with a lot of losses. However, all units are intact. And now I control the city. With that, I gain yet another university. Okay, we get a little bit of a closer view here. I am trading with the French, and now we get a better trade route, I guess, going through here, so we can see a little bit more of what the French have. And they have a lot of full stacks. They do. And this nation is destroyed. Wonderful. I mean, wonderful, but wonderful is maybe not the word I'm looking for when I'm talking about destroying nations. But now I have 4 universities. Maybe, just maybe, I'll able to catch up to the advantage in technology that the Russians hold on just about everyone. Then is the question, of course, if we should follow up and go after... they have large star fort. The Swiss, the mountain Germans. Should I deal with them? Or should my attention... It looks like they have nothing, the Bavarians, for their capital. Defending it, that is. If all their forces is here, that makes this quite interesting. Oh yeah, because I need to move these guys in again, because I had to load the save to move around to get the battle we just had. Right, there's no... I'm gonna have to fight Olmütz next, otherwise too many Austrians are bound to get into here. However, we just had a pretty large battle here, so I won't be able to fit both of them into one video. And there's no point in ending turn, because then they'll slip away. So it looks like I'm gonna end it here. Right. There isn't much more to say then for this episode, more than that I've claimed almost all victory regions. I just need one more. Now, it does say that I need an additional 13 regions, or 12 after I take this one, but what we decided on early on was that we were just gonna take all the victory condition regions, and then in addition we were just gonna do the major wars. So Denmark currently against the Austrians, and then finally against the French. And what it looks like is I'm gonna have to prepare a little bit for the French, because they have a lot more troops than I do, and currently they are at war with no one. So if war would come, they would focus everything on me. Also, when we go to war with France, we probably need to work on the navy a little bit, because trade area is over here, while France is over here, and my empire is over here. So we're they're right in the middle. So we would need to make sure that we've got a pretty strong navy to keep the French bottled up. A good idea, which I just thought of right now, is we should take Corsica for ourselves. Then we get a naval port in the Mediterranean, and I don't have to go all the way back here to resupply my ships or repair them. I could do it in the Mediterranean, which is perfect to protect my trade nodes and so on. We need then a military expedition to take Corsica from the Austrians. And the rebels are doing good work on them, but we need to do better. that would actually set me on a course to go against the Swiss. Or if this army would go for Innsbruck and the Tiroler region and take that on its way to get to the seaside here, board the ships and then attack and take this. I need a Mediterranean port. And this right here is perfect target. But that's far in the future right now. So I think that's a pretty good plan actually. To prepare then against our war eventually with the French. But right now it's the Austrians and the Swiss that are our targets. And with that, as I've already explained, why there won't be any more of this right now, we should just go ahead and end it. So, I will be saying what I always say. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully, I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye!